Whoops. Let's do it. Good morning and welcome to the Northumberland National Park, and today's the day, the Montane Cheviot Goat. It's the 3rd of December 2022 and we're about an hour and a half in. Not much to see in the first 9 kilometers because of the darkness, but the sun's rising behind me now. Steph's here. It was Steph's idea, so if we're in pain later on, it's all Steph's fault. Yep. The distance is supposed to be 55 miles, but it's 57, which is around about 93 kilometers. We've got 24 hours to do it. It's a nice, beautiful loop of a lot of the high hills in the Cheviots. Around about 4,000 meters of ascent, something like that. So it's going to be a great day. We're going to be looking tired, shall we say, by the end of it, but really enjoying it so far. Let's keep moving. Thank you. Cheers. The bogs of doom. We're about 13 kilometers in now and we've clocked almost 600 meters of ascent, but the views are stunning. There's a bit of rain coming through at the minute, but I'll take that. There is some snow forecast later on in the evening, but we're fully kitted out for that. So with the Cheviot Goat, you can drop 2 drop bags. There are 2 checkpoints along the way. Barrow Burn at 20 miles, High Bleak Hope, is it? High Bleak something, Bleak Hope at 40 miles, and then it's on to the finish from there. So we've got some spare gear, some warm gear, plenty more food. It's a beautiful day today. Perfect weather for it. Not too cold, not too windy. If it can stay like this, I'll be very happy. This is the second time in 2022 this race has been run, because this time last year, if you don't already know, it was cancelled due to storm, I think Arwen, something like that, which, well, brought this part of the country to a standstill in places, and they had to take the very difficult decision to postpone quite close to the event. But then I believe it was ran in March 2022 in place of the 21 event. So this is Montane Cheviot Goat, take 2, 22. This has been on the radar for a while. I think when I saw Simon Roberts win it, must have been this year, and he'd won the Montane Spine Challenger North earlier in the year as well. So I'd read the reports on the Montane website and I thought, it's on the radar, we need to give it a go. But then Steph was looking for something to train for, because we're doing the Challenger North in summer in 23, and she wanted something to train for. So this was it. About a month ago I think we entered, something like that. So great to be here. We drove up last night, Stayed in the van in the field there, across from the village hall in Ingram. Had a reasonable night's sleep. Got to sleep at about 11 o'clock, something like that. Woke up every half an hour, but that's just the way it is. I'd dreamt multiple scenarios in my head about how today would pan out. All good, but I dreamt that we were in the pre-race briefing and they were telling us 90% of the field finish at the 20-hour mark, which is kind of what we're aiming for. That's absolute rubbish, I'm sure. I've pulled that somewhere from the subconscious. But yeah, as I say, great to be here. Such a great event, and let's see how it goes. The only goal is to get in under 24 hours.
That looks like a good option.
Yep, the notorious Cheviot bogs. And just after saying that, I went knee deep in said bogs. There's no keeping the feet dry today, but then again, is there ever? Weather cairn on Woolthorpe Hill, Woolhope Hill even. And as always, look at that. If only you could see that, it's beautiful. The GoPro probably won't pick it up. The mist rolling across the valley down there, and just the shade of light, it's beautiful. While we're on the subject of light as well, I just want to say a huge thank you to John at Petzl UK and Debbie at Accelerate in Sheffield. Debbie, you are an absolute legend as always. Steph and I had ordered the new Petzl Neo RL, but there was a short delay, so it's not arriving till Monday. So Debbie moved heaven and earth and contacted John, and John met us on Thursday at the Accelerate Trail Runners Run and handed over 4 Petzl Neo Plus or something like that. So we are catered for when it comes to torches. We've obviously got our original Petzls that we've been using for a year or so, but yeah, legends. Whew. That was a nice sharp climb out of the valley there from the River Alwen. We're about 24k in, about 1,100 meters of ascent so far, so we're not messing about. We're not too far away now really, probably about another 10k from CP1. That was a sharp descent. I had to bust the poles out for that one, but I feel like we're making good time. I may have mentioned in previous videos, if you've watched them, that we're not lead pack podium racers. We are back of the pack cut-off chasers. But that's all good. We're getting our money's worth. That's the name of the game. We've just begun the climb up Shillhope Law now. Around about 300 meters or so, and then it's down to CP1. Look at that, absolutely stunning. I do believe that is a Cheviot in the distance there. I could be wrong. I often am, but I'd like to think so. And here we are, Barrowburn checkpoint 1.
206.
That's all right.
Would you like some soup?
I would love some soup, please, Sharon. Thank you very
I'll
much.
just wait for this to warm up.
Excellent.
That's a nice number. Small. So this year I think we've done
On the road again. Quick half-an-hour stop at CP1, had some soup, had coffee, swapped out some kit, and it's now time to climb up to the border ridge. Let's do it. The going's good. I can see the border ridge now, and we should be there in the next half an hour or so. And then we're going to be dropping down into Scotland. And then that also means that there is a huge climb out of Scotland up towards the Cheviot, past Hut 2 or Achinthorpe or something like that, whatever it's called, the mountain hut there on the Pennine Way. Hut 2 on the spine. What an afternoon. Stunning weather. I mean, there's a snowstorm just coming in now, but still stunning weather nonetheless. Almost up on the ridge at Windy Gyle. There it is, the trig on Windy Gyle. But we're heading this way along the flagstone. That is definitely the Cheviot in the background now, I know that. We're on the Pennine Way. The glorious Pennine Way. Look at this. Absolutely glorious. I have to make the most of this. It's going to get dark very soon. And then we'll enter the long, dark night on the Cheviot Goat. ETA at the minute, we're looking at about 2 in the morning, which is kind of what we're aiming for. But, as I said earlier on, 5:59 and 59 seconds would be good. Don't mind that. We like to get our money's worth on these events. We're now in Scotland, heading down into the valley. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Life moves pretty fast. No, not that. It's a beautiful evening. It really is. Stunning. Big round of applause and thank you to all the mountain rescue teams and volunteers that are making this event possible. Really appreciate it. We've had a warm welcome, smiles, cheers. It's been really good. Just look at the colours of the border hills here. The Shill right in the centre. Steph and I were there a few weeks ago. Look at it. We are very blessed in more ways than one. We're down in the valley now. We're going to weave around and then climb back up. All that elevation lost to gain it again. This will be the last semi-light update. It's now going to be dark for the remainder of the adventure. But I have got a new light on the GoPro. I'll turn it on now and dazzle myself. Whoa! Oh, that's terrible. It's too bright. It's overkill. Ooh, SOS. It's a waterproof, like, diver's light. Waterproof down to X amount of meters, so if we fall in a bog, we'll be fine. But yeah, I can't really look at that light because it's too bright. But yeah, I mean, it'll do. The really steep climb now from the hut up towards where the Pennine Way branches off towards the Cheviot. I've only ever come down this, never gone up it, and yes, it's as steep going up as it is coming down. As you can see, a bit of snow on the ground there from earlier on's flurry. Poles are still out. Very spine-like weather now.
Yeah, we put a few more down on.
Top of the Cheviot.
We'll give it one night. You got it,
Yeah. Whoa! That was close. Winter wonderland at the top of the Cheviot now. We're batting down the hatches. Went to the top of the Cheviot, touched the tree, and we're heading back now. And in a moment we branch off. There's 4 mountain rescue guys. I'm hoping they've got me a hot chocolate on the go. Steph wants mulled wine. That's the plan tomorrow when we get home. Mulled wine, stick it on top of the log burner. That'll be good. Speaking of log burner, I was chopping wood the other day and decided that it was a good idea to try and snap some of the wood, and yeah, one of them wasn't as brittle as I thought. It's quite slippery there. So I seriously bruised the ankle, right ankle. So it was a little bit of a worry coming into this because that was about a week ago now, and I rolled it while we were running with Dark Peak on Wednesday. So all good fun, but it's been fine today, so fingers crossed. This light's coming into its own now. Bog, glorious bog.
You feeling right? Good, yeah. What's that plan? Feeling good.
Look at that, people. I don't think I've ever been more excited to see a road in my entire life. That was bog central. Since coming off the Cheviot, it's just been bog, and then just a bit more bog thrown in for good measure. Very slow going, sadly, but we're on the way down the hill to CP2. Those simple 3 letters that no one really wants to hear. DNF. Dun dun dun! As you can probably tell from the last few clips in the video there, we didn't quite make it round in time, but it was a really great experience. We enjoyed it from start to finish, even the bit where it went a little bit south as we were going south. It was still thoroughly enjoyable. Probably where we wasted quite a bit of time is we stopped to help a few guys that were struggling with nav, and yeah, we wasted some time there. We got out of CP2 at about 2 minutes to 11, so, and the cut-off was 11 o'clock, so we tried to motor on, but the weather closed in. But there's no real excuse. We were too slow across the waist-deep bogs and uncharted paths, and most of this course is quite boggy, so we were just too slow, and there's nothing really that you could say other than that, but we thoroughly enjoyed it. As you probably saw as well, we were kindly given a lift by the North of Tyne Mountain Rescue team, and they gave us a lift back to base, but they had a puncture, so we were rescued from Mountain Rescue by Mountain Rescue, and yeah, it was great fun. So we will be back, I can guarantee that we'll be back. When I got into the van at 4 o'clock this morning, I was saying we won't be back unless they put some more flagstones down, but we will, let's face it. Okay, so thank you for watching. Even though we didn't get all the way around, it was a great day. We had lots of fun. Steph and I learned quite a few lessons about winter running and winter events. So yeah, great. awesome people, great volunteers. We met lots of really nice people along the way. So we'll speak to you all again very soon. Bye for now.